The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
I'm so pumped right now. Yee, doggy. Just when you thought I wouldn't be talking about Juniper again, here I am talking about it. Why? Because I kept digging and digging and digging, and I found some gold nuggets, I think. Let's dive on in. ProTerra. Are they going to be going on the stock market with Juniper Holdings? ProTerra with JIH for the United States. Roger Fradin, the chairman, he has over 40 years of experience acquiring, building, and leading a diverse set of industrial businesses. Mr. Fradin began his career at Pitway Corporation, where he held a variety of roles, increasing responsibility, including president, chief executive officer, CEO of Security and Fire Solutions segment, and helped lead an entrepreneurial team which transformed Pitway into a $2 billion world leader in electronic security and fire systems. In 2000, Pitway was acquired by Honeywell. Shortly thereafter, Mr. Fradin assumed the role of president and CEO of Honeywell Automation and Control Solutions. In this role, Mr. Fradin transformed ACS from a business with $7 billion in sales in 2003, focused predominantly in the U.S. market, to a $17 billion in sales as of 2014 global business leader in the development and manufacture of environmental controls, life safety products, and building process solutions. Catch all that? Brian Cook, this is Juniper Holdings still. He is the CEO of Juniper. He began his career at PricewaterhouseCoopers, or PwC, where he was responsible for writing business and financial due diligence transactions. He's also worked with Viacoms and CBS, Dresser Pump and Ford Motor Company, acquisition of the Volvo Car Corporation. He was involved in that transfer. He's also in development and sustainability and global head of M&A at Honeywell. Mark Levy, Business Administration, University of Denver, honorary doctorate of Business Administration, University of New Haven. Oh, he was at Honeywell too. Mark Levy, director. Was he at Honeywell? While at Honeywell, he executed over 10 acquisitions, leading to the highest segment growth. Johnson, was he at Honeywell? I don't think he was. This is the only guy I think that wasn't at Honeywell. But then we have Dave Coate. Was he at Honeywell? I think so. He was at Veritiv Holdings, formerly known as Goldman Sachs Acquisition Holdings. CEO, President, Secretary, Chairman, Board of Directors, Goldman Sachs Acquisition Holdings. He was also the Chairman and CEO of Honeywell. Okay. ProTerra.com. In October 12, 2016, ProTerra names Honeywell and Tesla manufacturing veteran John Ensign as the COO, Chief Operating Officer. All right, we got the ProTerra connection right there. This dude right here, he is rocking and rolling with ProTerra now, but he used to work for Tesla before that, and then before that, 11 years and 1 month at Honeywell. So again, we're over to Honeywell. He's also worked with a couple different sets of turbo technologies, and one of the guys is working with turbo technology stuff too. So there's that correlation. Then we're gonna go with this guy who used to work for ProTerra. His name is David Bennett. He's the ex-CEO of ProTerra from 2011 to 2013. Guess where he used to work? Honeywell for 6 years and 6 months. Then we're going to bring up Billy Sninglerov, supplier quality engineer at ProTerra. Where did he work before ProTerra? Honeywell Aerospace. Honeywell Aerospace. Remember that. Aerospace division of Honeywell. Honeywell's way bigger than smoke detectors, by the way. He was also the GE quality manager for career. General Electric, y'all heard of them? General Electric. This guy's also been endorsed by 3 of Billy's colleagues at Honeywell. How about this guy who works for ProTerra? Tom Dugan. He's the site leader, director of operations, general manager at ProTerra. He used to work for Parker, associate director of operations at UTC Aerospace. Before that, 12 years and 1 month at Honeywell Aerospace. Senior director, plant general manager, site leader. Before that, Army. Captain in the Army. Thank you for your service. But these people here, I have no idea who they are. The LinkedIn wouldn't let me check on them. I'm not cool enough on LinkedIn to look at everyone's profile. Then how about this guy? Gladaro Marino, Clean Quiet Transportation for All is his headline. Director of Sourcing, ProTerra, 2018 to present. He was a senior manager at ProTerra before that. Before that, Tesla. Before that, Honeywell. Can you make all this up? I don't think you can. Before that, he was doing global sourcing, and he was a manager of that at Honeywell. Now we're going to dive into Dave Coate, who also was working for General Electric. This guy was also working for the Goldman Sachs. Served as President and Chief Operating Officer. Mr. Coate was Senior Vice President of General Electric Company and President and Chief Executive Officer of GE, General Electric. So these are people now we're going to list who work for ProTerra now, but used to work for General Electric. Andrew Kabazinga, he's a Senior Facilities Technician at ProTerra. He's a mechanical assembler at GE. Guess what? He also worked at Honeywell. He's a team leader of workflow specialist. We've got 3 more. How about this chick? LinkedIn won't tell me her name. How about this dude or whoever this one is? All 3 of these people also worked with both General Electric and ProTerra. That's not like one correlation though. That's like, how many is that? 12 or something? I don't know. What do you think? I think everything makes total sense. But do the stars all align? That's the question. Have you guys seen my whole video on Juniper Holdings? If you haven't, go watch it. Juniper Holdings is currently still sitting about $10.40 for the commons. When I did the video, they're sitting about $1 for the warrants. It could be 50% up on your money now or way more. They have a $300 million MERS. They are looking for a $1 billion to $2 billion North American-based target. Is who Juniper said they're going after. Yeah. Got 24 months to get it. Crescent, 9.2. They got, maybe 11 months left or something like that. Juniper's official target is industrial companies within the industrials sectors, such as those within aerospace. Does that ring a bell? And defense, automation, construction, industrial technology, among others. Our management team has a track record of identifying market-leading technologies across the industrial spectrum and an affinity for businesses with strong brands and mission-critical offerings. Strong brand. ProTerra is a very strong brand. People know about ProTerra for some. People have been talking about ProTerra. Why? They've done a good job branding, and it's the electronic bus thing coming out. They also have school buses, big city buses, the whole spectrum, right? People know about ProTerra. ProTerra, the Tesla of electric businesses, says TechCrunch.com, closes in on a $1 billion evaluation. This was when they were doing some funding back in August 9th of 2019. If you want, this is always linked down in the description to the website. Take a look if you want. The link here. So back then it was saying ProTerra authorized shares to raise $75 million, a new round of funding that would push the electric bus maker's valuation to past $1 billion, which puts us exactly in line with what Juniper said. They said a North American business valued in between $1 billion and $2 billion. Bingo. TechCrunch has learned. The company authorized a sale of 10 million shares, price of $6.91. All the shares issued, pushing it into the unicorn territory, according to Prime Unicorn Index. Love it. ProTerra declined to comment back then. Now, recently, Reuters, our homeboys Reuters, what's up Reuters? How's it going? We love you. July 22nd this year, a couple months ago, I have an article that says, electric bus maker ProTerra considers deal to go public sources. U.S. electric bus manufacturer ProTerra Inc. is considering going public through a merger with a blank check company, that'd be a SPAC, issuing the traditional initial public offering that it explored last year. So it's saying it's not going after IPO or initial public offering by themselves. They're going through a SPAC, according to people familiar with the matter. We love that. Burlingame, California-based ProTerra would become the latest electric vehicle maker to merge with a special purpose acquisition company, following the steps of Nikola Corporation, the car manufacturer Fisker. SPAC investors are placing bets on which startup might be the next Tesla. ProTerra, whose investors include car makers Daimler, BMW AG. You hear that? Daimler Chrysler, and BMW are invested in ProTerra. That is massive. They has not ruled out an IPO or remaining private, the sources said. Okay. However, it has discussed a deal with several SPACs, said the sources, requesting anonymity. They don't want anyone to know who they are. They don't want them knocking on the door. Hi, this is Charlie Lockwood Ocean. You gonna go with ProTerra or what? You gonna go Juniper? Or? As negotiations are confidential. I get it. ProTerra did not immediately respond to the request for the comment. The company was last valued at $1.1 billion in August 2019 fundraising round, according to PitchBook data. A SPAC is a shell company. We know that. Together with debt, acquired another company, typically within 2 years. SPACs have emerged as a quickly route to bring things to market. It's the way to go. It's what all the cool kids are doing. They're getting in before they're cool because they watch Octopus Nation. What do you think? Man, I think there's so much proof here. If this doesn't end up being ProTerra that Juniper brings, I will be shocked. I mean, wouldn't that be funny if like they like divide ProTerra up and Juniper actually just brings their like battery system or something, a skateboard for buses to market or something cheesy like that? I don't know. I guess it'd be cool. Well, I don't know, man. It just kept going and going and going. I've been diving in that rabbit hole and just kept going and going and going. I think that this is awesome. The other big reason it's awesome is because the commons are still sitting at like $10 and like 40 cents, which is like by the floor, whatever. And the warrants are sitting at like, I don't know, like $1.50. I suppose we should check it out, right? Let's take a look. I hope I can get this video out before time. Yeah, so commons are like 1033. The ask after hours right now is like, I don't even remember, something ridiculous high. Might not be ridiculous in a month though, if these guys announce tomorrow or something. How's the chart look? I mean, you know, it's been riding around like its floor $10-ish. It went down all the way in March, went down to $9.11. Who bought around there? Put your name down in the comments, please. We're gonna give you a high five. Other than that, they've been just kind of riding, you know, 10, 15, 10 bucks, 10, 15, somewhere around there. They went to like 1060-ish. The warrants, let's take a look at the warrants. According to my calculation, the units aren't even worth talking about, so we're not going to talk about them. And the warrants right now, yeah, they're sitting like $1.52. So wouldn't that be cool if we were all able to get in before this thing 5x the warrants or 10x the warrants? Or I think so. And I love where the price is at right now. I love all the connection. I love the guys who are doing Juniper Holdings. I hope it's them. Could it be someone totally different? For sure. There could just be all these connections and they just decided not to work out and go with someone else. I don't know. It could be like the one friend they brought with them they just didn't like and they decided to go with another company because that one person they didn't like. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are you going to jump in? Are you at least going to buy something of this just to hold just in case? I mean, we were just talking about this yesterday, how this is a smart place to park some because it's still sitting low and it's an industrial play. Not many really good industrial play SPACs out there, I don't think. You know, there's such a slew of new SPACs coming in though. I really think like the guys and girls that are out right this second, the units have already split. They have access and they've already been talking to the, let's call them the best targets for months. So I think probably the best targets are probably going to be happening this year, if not beginning of next. You know, because by mid next year, there's going to be 10,000 SPACs out there calling every business. And they're like, we already have talked to 27 of you guys. click. You know, what do you think? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do it. For more updates, always hit the bell. That helps give you the notification right away. That way you might be able to get this before this after hours ends for today. If you haven't joined our Patreon, please do it. They actually knew about this a couple hours ago, so they were actually able to buy. I put in, right when I was doing that, I put in some orders right after I let them know. And I was able to get filled, ding, 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 ding. Now, after hours hit, I'm not getting anything filled. I am being kind of greedy with my bids. You know, I could raise them up, but it just is what it is, right? If you want to get in on the Patreon, it could be worth your money first day. It could take 20 days for you to get something to make it worth your money, but I'm sure it could be just from one play, no doubt. Please share this with your friends. Any other networks you can put this on, like weird websites or something that you're on, if you're really cool on some sort of social media or something, please put this on there. Let's get this word out, man. Juniper's gonna be sick. We still have some other plays that could still go with ProTerra. I was talking about them in yesterday's video. You know, top 10 commons to buy right now for SPACs. There's still a couple in there I think it could be. Take a look at that video if you haven't seen it. Y'all have a good rest of the day and take care. Bye-bye.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.